everyone. I've got quite a bit going on in the garden today, and it's a gorgeous day, so I've been out here quite a bit playing. It's it's 71, I think, right now, and this is after a week of freezing temperatures at night. So um, let's get in here and show you what's going on. Super surprised that the calendula survived the frost. Um, there's still a bud out here on it, and I've been kind of watching these. I'm just gonna let them go to seed. Yep, those are seeds, and we'll just let them drop in there and maybe make some more next year. And when you let seeds like that you've been growing yourself in the kind of climate that you're in, when they do come up next year, they're a lot hardier than the ones that you got out of the package because they're used to this climate now, which is kind of cool. Let's see, there are still blooms on the lemon balm, which just blew me away because, like I said, it froze 2 or 3 nights, and it was something else. I did take all the frost covers off because it's so nice and beautiful and warm. I thought I'd let everything have some direct sunshine. So let's see. Something new in the garden is I redid my compost. This was the old strawberry bed, and so I just put these are like a 1x2 welded wire, and I'm going to use that for my compost. I've been dumping stuff on here and trying to clean out the old compost bin and stick the old compost onto the other planters and stuff. The pumpkin died, but I got a kick out of the fact that there's a couple little pumpkins out there that, hopefully the critters will find them eventually and eat them. We got quite a few critters out here. I've seen raccoons and possums both, and I've heard coyotes. I've seen a mountain lion. He was a little bit far away, but that's fine. I don't want him too close. Parsley is just going gangbusters. It normally survives the winter here. We don't have really bad winter. I mean, we get freezing temps, but nothing really terrible. It never gets down to like -20 and -0 like it did when I lived in Wyoming. There's the carrot. Just very happy right now. Pull that off of there. As you can see, I pulled the pumpkin out, and I'm debating whether to reuse this and put hollyhocks or something in it, or because I can't be moved. It's coming apart. The sun really does a number on plastic, so we'll see. I don't know. This is another new thing. That is the 5-tier green stalk planter. Isn't that just cool? Actually, this is a 4-tier. I put a 5th tier on it, and then put a 4-tier over somewhere else, and I'll show you that in a minute. I did get more strawberries planted in there. So let's go over and look at the 4-tier that I got strawberries in. Otherwise, I wouldn't have redid the strawberry bed. I've got to water these again today with the heat and the sunshine. Everything's looking a little wilty, but this is normal. This is shock when you transplant something out. And as I water it and it gets used to it and grows more roots and stuff, it will send out new leaves and be just as pretty as they were before. And I will get berries off of it next year. So, the peas survived the frost. I didn't cover them or anything. There are a few little peas on here. Looks like something's been playing in them. I'm not sure. Some little insect, but there's not going to be a whole lot more insect damage on anything. Most of them got froze out. Hollyhocks survived just fine, which I really figured they did. I've seen it growing up in Wyoming in sub-zero temperatures, so this wasn't a big deal. I am in the middle of preparing this bed. I've added some more soil, and I'm working on putting a little bit of compost on top of it. And I'm thinking I might transplant the lettuce out of the smaller one and give it a little bit more space in here. Let's see, uncovered the peas, and these are ones I did for a cover crop. If I get some peas out of it, yay, and if I don't, I'm not worried about it. But they seem really happy today. I trimmed off the mum, really a whole lot. and I'm going to try and find a pot to transplant them into um, before it gets cold again. It just depends what I can find. It's the wrong time of year to be finding garden plots and stuff like that, so we'll see. Radishes seem to be doing okay. I pulled out 2 rows of the first ones I planted. There were a few in there that were good, but the way the temperatures and stuff do, which is normal for northeastern Oklahoma. We get freeze and then we get another wave of summer. These I'm trying just this year. These are China Rose radishes. They're a large icicle type with a big red root on them, and they sounded fun, so I thought that I would plant a few and see if they did very well. There's the onions. I did plant some more in here, and I'm not sure. Well, there's one right there coming up. Trying to grow onion from seed is not easy, but I don't use a lot of onion. There's another one coming up. So if I get a few, that's really great. These are the lettuce that I'm planning on moving over to that other trough, so they'll have more room. They've got to be thinned anyhow, so I thought, well, if I'm going to thin them, I might as well pull some big clumps out and separate them and give them more room to grow, so they'll actually make little heads. This is it's like a butter crunch type lettuce called Franz Mignonette. I got the seeds from M.I. Gardner, and I grew some early spring, and my sister really liked it. I didn't get any of it. She got it all, which is kind of normal. I grow a lot of my garden for other people because I love to garden, and I can never use everything that's in it. Let's see, I think that's the biggest portion of everything going. Just working steadily at trying to get things set up for when winter hits for real, and that really won't be until mid-December and January, and then in February it starts warming up again. So we just don't get a whole lot of winter, which I'm very happy about. I don't really care for winter. These old bones don't care for winter now, and they want warmth more often than not, which I try to give it that. I can't go move to Mexico, but I'm pretty happy here where I am in Oklahoma. So anyway, there's a kind of an overview of the garden, and quite a bit going on for the time of year that it is. Anyway, I will probably do another video after I get things transplanted and situated and figured out, and hopefully we'll be able to show some green and growing all through the majority of the winter. Anyhow, I will see you all later.